when he was a couple months old, I noticed that he was cross-eyed, and normal sign of a baby, right? Cross-eyed. I brought it up in his 2-month checkup, and the pediatrician was like, that's typical development at this stage, but let's keep an eye on it. If it is persistent at 4 months, we'll talk. So at 4 months, I brought it up again, and at that point he said, let's look at seeing an ophthalmologist. And in that visit, she recommended that we get an MRI, and that was like one of the first things that really jumped out, that there was something else going on. It wasn't just he was cross-eyed. We were noticing that he wasn't at that point starting to reach milestones. We proceeded then following up with a neurologist, which was really scary, right? To hear that your infant needs to go see a neurologist. You're thinking the worst, and it was a really challenging time. My husband's parents really encouraged us to check out the achievement centers.
Well, I was on the board for 10 or 11 years, and so I was very familiar with the achievement centers and all that it offered, and the people, and what great work they did.
And when Chuck got on the board of the achievement centers, I became involved with the associate board and volunteered to raise money any way we could. So that's how I learned about it, through Chuck. And then, like he said, when Camden was born, and we later on learned about his issues, we thought, well, the achievement centers, it sounds like it's a perfect fit.
That's right.
And it was.
I was like, well, I don't know much about it, but sure, we'll look into it. And we brought him here for an evaluation for physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy, and it's been a number of years now, and he's just really thrived. So, naively, I thought it would be something that was a quick fix, wouldn't be long-term per se, and then once we received more of a formal diagnosis and started to understand what we might be up against, realized that this was going to be a part of Camden's life, forever, most likely. So with the support of therapy services, he's learned how, initially to crawl, to roll over, sitting up unassisted, walking, running, jumping.
Everyone has been great. All of his therapists have been excellent, helping him grow. If one of them's been out, there's been someone just as good to fill in as a replacement. Speech has been a huge motivator for all of us, for us to learn, as well as Camden, what to be doing when we're at home. They only are able to see him so many hours a week, so it's really up for us to learn from them, to teach his teachers at school, to teach our family members and people that he's around how to interact with him, how to help him, and how to educate him to keep progressing. And they're excellent teachers to us. We've obviously gone through challenging times with the pandemic, and we've been doing Zoom calls when we're not able to come in. And they're always available to us online, in person, as much as we can get in here. So we couldn't say enough good things about the Achievement Center if we had all day.
The distinct difference that we saw with the Achievement Centers was their commitment to family and to the individual. Camden wasn't just another patient. They wanted to get to know him and treat him to the best of their possible abilities. It's hard to describe, but we've always felt like they go above and beyond in coordinating his care overall, and taking such a robust approach that we haven't always seen everywhere else. And so that supportive kind of commitment and dedication to his all-around well-being has just been an amazing benefit to our family, and something that we've really valued.
everybody's just so professional and so loving, and the accommodations, I can't say enough about it. It's just a really, really, really great organization, from the top down to the therapists, to the receptionist. Everybody's all in. You can tell. I know that Camden's going to continue to grow here and receive the fabulous treatment that he gets, and I think the sky's the limit with the Achievement Centers in Camden together. I really, really do. I'm very optimistic.
I agree.